Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be another chatty get ready with me. I have my makeup out right here. This is a new one that I got, and I don't typically carry this around with me because it is freaking huge. It'll fit my entire makeup collection if I want to actually put all of that stuff in here, but it's got like these two compartments essentially, if you can see, and I want to put enough stuff in here so that if I want to go in and grab something, I can. So when I'm sitting down doing my makeup, I generally keep this in front of me, and all like my everyday makeup products that I'm rotating amongst are in here. Any which ways, I don't want to jump on any tangents. I want to get into doing my makeup because I have to film a couple of other videos after I film this one, and then I'm actually going out, so I'm actually getting ready for the day to day. But what I wanted to kind of talk about today, and I was not actually planning on filming this get ready with me, but I've been spending some time with myself over the past couple of weeks, just reassessing my life in general, and there have been a couple of things that I've realized, and I wanted to talk about this from the perspective and the lens of if you are someone who is kind of going through what I was going through the past couple of months, it would be an eye-opener for you. So that is essentially the purpose of me sitting down and talking about this. So the past, I would say 6 to 9 months of my life have been an absolute roller coaster. If I look back on actually the past year even, let's just say, so like sometime in May, April last year, a lot of personal things happened, and I don't want to get too much in detail about any of this because I'm obviously going to be indirectly referring to a lot of people who are in my life or not in my life anymore, and no matter whether they're a part of my life anymore or not, I don't want to throw them under the bus basically. So basically the past year to 9 months to 6 months or so have been it's been a journey to say, of building new relationships, and also ending some of them later, of course, eventually, and just I want to kind of tell you the key takeaways that I had. So a lot of times when you get into a new relationship, when it is too new or when you get into things too quickly, kind of without realizing, and वो होता है ना कि हम flow में चले जाते हैं and then you don't realize what's happening. That is, I would say, what kind of happened to me, and in this process वो होता है ना कि you think more with your emotions as compared to actually realizing what is happening to you. That's when that's something that I want to say shouldn't happen to any of us. We have to be more cognizant of what's happening and think more rationally in a lot of cases. In fact, in every single case, that is the approach that you should be taking, but a lot of times people don't end up doing that, and especially if you are someone who is much younger than me. I'm 23, so I wouldn't say I'm super old, but I also feel like I'm somewhere in the middle, like I'm very close to my mid-20s. I'm still in my early 20s, but I'm more closer to my mid-20s, and I feel like my teenage years and my early 20s even have made me realize this, that if you are a little bit younger than me, these are certain things that you might not realize that you need to really keep in mind, is to not kind of lose yourself in the process of trying to impress other people. This could be friends, this could be a relationship. Don't ever lose yourself and lose who you are in the process of building a new relationship, be it a friendship, be it like a boyfriend girlfriend relationship or anything. Don't ever 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 end up doing that, and don't ever, okay, like, do not do this, is selling yourself short or ever settling in a relationship. Because as someone, and I've told this to like people in my life, I a lot of times have been taught, or seeing other people, I've kind of learned that you have to compromise, you have to adjust, you have to adapt to situations, and you will not get everything that you want. So कुछ कुछ चीज़ों में समझौता करना पड़ता है. This is something that I've always heard people in my life say, and these are well-wishers who tell you this from, like, वो तुम्हारी अच्छाई के लिए बोलते हैं. They are not trying to they're not trying to what's the right word, वो किसी बुरे इंटेंशन से ये नहीं बोल रहे हैं, और they're not trying to put you down by saying this to you, but they might have probably a different experience where they might have to settle in their marriage or in their whatever situation they're in. So they kind of try to tell you from that sense कि you'll have to adapt, you'll have to थोड़ा समझौता करना पड़ेगा, तो सीख लो ये and all those things. And of course they're telling this to you from a well-wisher standpoint, but as a well-wisher and someone who has experienced this myself too, being told this can put you in situations where you kind of compromise and you settle in a relationship or in a friendship that you don't want to be in. You feel like, I'm not going to get everything that I want, so now that I'm getting this, I should make peace with it and just settle and be like, okay, if this is what I deserve, then I'm just going to like go for it. And in the process of that, you might compromise on a lot of things that you don't want to compromise in, and you might feel like this is my destiny. So you'll just end up settling, and much later when you realize that this is not it, there is something better out there for me, you might also go through this battle where you're like, okay, should I pursue what I really really want and what my heart really really wants, or should I just settle with what I already have and not mess up something that I already have? And I went through something like this a couple of months back, and I'm really really grateful that I took the leap of faith, and I was like, no, I'm not going to settle for what I already have. I'm going to take the risk. I'm going to go after what I really 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 want, and I'm glad that I did. I am so glad that I went for what I really wanted, and that has led me to being in a much better place, physically, mentally, emotionally, overall. And I'm just so grateful for getting this chance in life, because I feel like not everyone does. I know I'm being very very vague, and some people are going to assume what exactly I'm talking about, and I have made a conscious choice to not speak about too much very very openly, because I don't think that it's the right time. So I'm not going to. Eventually at some point I definitely will, but that's just not right now. Right, shit, I just dropped my Tarte highlighter while trying to grab another Tarte blush that I won't be using today. I want to use the shade Captivating. So I was saying that at some point when I'm ready to talk about it, I will be a little bit more open about it, and I will speak about it more directly without being vague or without beating around the bush essentially. But as of right now, I have told you everything that I can, to the best of my abilities, I feel. And I really wanted to put this message out there specifically for my younger audience or people who are of my age. I feel like generally when I see other people talk about it, they're much older, they're married already, they might even have kids, and they're spreading this message. I feel like for us to know this a little bit younger in life, when we're still in our 20s, is essentially what is probably going to help us not making the mistake. And this is where we still have time to rectify our mistakes. Like, how should I say this? Like, once you have done the mistake and then it's too late, then it's like, okay, now what do I do? Like, do I go back and just destroy things to a certain extent, or do I just settle and be like, okay, this is my fate, this is my destiny, so I'm just gonna have to continue living my life like this? So it's always better to learn and to know these things well in time. And I feel pretty lucky to have known this a little bit earlier in life, so I still had the time in my favor to rectify my mistakes. So I'm really, really glad and grateful for that. I'm trying to grab my lipstick that I want to use today. I have 3 shades of the plum liquid lipsticks. I actually want to quickly do a comparison of this. I know this was not supposed to be a swatch video, but I guess now that's what this is going to be. I have the shade Cocoa Mocha, which I absolutely love. It's more of a darker brown, if you can see. And then I have Truffle Teas that I wore yesterday. It's actually more of a pink. It's like a dark, deep mauvey, not mauvey, but it's got more of pink hints in it. Like, if you see the comparison, the pink is Truffle Teas, and even though it looks more pink on my hand, but on the lips it looks more terracotta peachy with a pink tint. And then Cocoa Mocha is a brown. I wanted to try the shade Toast Wanted today, but before I do that, I want to swatch it on my hand and I want to see what it looks like. Okay, can you see the third shade is Toast Wanted? So Truffle Teas is the most pinky one. I feel like Toast Wanted is a mix of these two, and then this one is Cocoa Mocha. So this is Cocoa Mocha, Truffle Teas, and Toast Wanted. I wanted to wear Toast Wanted today, but I guess I'm just gonna go with Truffle Teas only because I feel like it's gonna match the outfit better, and it's gonna like suit my makeup and my outfit much better. So I'm just gonna go with Truffle Teas. Which one is Truffle Teas? Yeah, and I'm gonna clean my hand later. This is the most amazing liquid lipstick that I have in my collection right now. I love the Maybelline Superstay Mattings, but those can give you butthole lips, whereas these I feel like fade more evenly as compared to those. So these wear better. I need to do my liner still and just perfect this lip a little bit more. So I'm going to do those and come right back.